Hey, how's everybody? I'm actually back in the video, and it's been a while since I've sat down and talked with you guys. Really haven't uploaded a video to the channel in like 11 days, 11 or 12, and that was my friend. But of one of my own videos, it's been like 2 weeks, and I thought I'd just make a, I don't know, a shorter, just talking video about what I was doing and what I'm kind of doing in my life right now. So I was actually, sorry, what was it? Like, yeah, it would have been 2 weeks ago actually, and that's why I hadn't posted anything of my own, or if you follow me on my Twitch channel, streamed, I streamed tonight, technically day before, it's like 1:30 in the morning, so kind of a weird way to say it, but you know what I mean. But I actually had got really sick a couple weeks ago I honestly don't think I've ever been this sick in my whole life. I actually probably was the nastiest I've ever felt in my whole life. I had gotten like a really, really bad stomach flu, but in most times stomach flu makes someone, takes them out for a day or two, but for me it took me like 7 or 8 days to really get back on track. I don't know if I got home from a birthday party, and then later night I just felt so sick to my stomach. I didn't throw up at all, I just had all the other side effects of stomach flu, which I don't really need to say that I'm gonna gross anyone out, but I didn't throw up though, and I was feeling like I could barely walk. I would get tired just trying to go up the stairs, and I just was up all night feeling nasty. I actually asked my mom to come down because I was feeling that nervous because I hadn't felt this nasty, I don't think ever, with the exception of when my head got nailed, but that wasn't really much of like a sick to your stomach feeling. That was just your head was so screwed up, with some nausea of course, but not what this was. But I just couldn't do anything really. What in the hell is that fucking sound? Sorry for the language there, I just got really confused. But I was just out of it. I mean, I didn't leave my bed much at all. I couldn't walk because I just felt so nasty. My mom got me a COVID test because she wanted me to, but it came back negative. But it was just some sort of stomach flu, some bug. I mean, it was just, but it was like 3 times worse than the regular stomach flu. So that's why I didn't really upload recently. But I'm feeling completely better now. It just took like 7 or 8 days, but I felt nasty. I mean, I promise, I never felt that sick in my whole life. I mean, it was just awful. I didn't even really like play video games really much while I was sick for like 5 or 6 days of being sick. It just was so awful. And I usually don't complain about my sicknesses ever, but this one was bad. I actually had a job interview that had to reschedule twice because I couldn't. I had scheduled it like 3 days before I got sick, and I just could not move, or I could not walk that well. My stomach was in agonizing pain and just nauseousness. But yeah, that's a little talk and the sickness talks, but I'm back now to posting some videos and streaming. I wasn't streaming for last week because I was helping my friend on his Twitch channel get affiliated. So I was just letting my viewers watch him instead for the week, which he finally made affiliated. So congrats to Gilbert on that. Speaking of the interview, I actually did had the interview last Wednesday, got the job, and actually technically yesterday, because it's like 1:30 in the morning, was my first day at a restaurant. I don't know, I'm seating people and wiping tables down at a restaurant. Which it went really well my first day. I mean, the pay is a lot better than my last job, I will say that. And it's just a better environment than my 2 other jobs I've had before. Not that they were bad jobs, but this definitely I'm going to like more. I've had some friends, and it's kind of, I think a lot of us have this, like, picture when we're, like, a young kid, or even in middle school, that, like, when you graduate high school, you automatically, oh, you're going to college, oh, you're gonna be some job making $20 plus an hour. And I have some friends that generally have thought that. Some of my younger friends in high school, and it's not really like that. I mean, yes, some people do that, but a lot of times I thought this too when I was younger, that you immediately went to college or you got some, like, trade school job right out of high school. I mean, when I got to, like, 8th grade, I realized that wasn't true. I think there's some people, well, I know there's still some people that have that mindset that you, like, need a college degree, which as time has gone on, we obviously have seen is not true. That actually I'm not in trade school, but many of these trade jobs are actually making double of what a lot of these college jobs are making, and you don't go into $100K in student loans. Not saying you can't go to college at all. Not at all. But you gotta know what you're going into and what you really want to do. But I've just been working. I'm not in any sort of school right now. And that's fine. I have many friends that are like that. Many friends that graduated last year that are just working right now, or some are working or going to, like, community college. But a lot of them are just working regular jobs. And some of my other friends who are out of high school. So I'm not making this to complain about stuff or anything, but it's just that we have these mindsets of when we're younger, of, like, you become an adult, you have, like, all your crap together, or you're going to college, or you're having this big paying job, which really is not the case and really can take years. Not everyone wants that either. What was I gonna say? A lot of times it takes people years out of high school to really, truly find out what they want to do. So a lot of them just work a regular job, or some might just be doing some community classes of something they think they might want to do, versus enrolling in some massive 4-year college. Because trust me, I've known many people that have started off at 4-year colleges and realized, what the hell am I doing here? I have no idea what I want to do. I'm paying all this money. And there's a lot of people that do that still. But I guess, I mean, honestly, I think I said this before. I thought when I was, like, really young that as soon as you became an adult, you got married and immediately got some big job. I mean, that was when I was, like, 5, 6, 7-ish. I thought that. I remember the first time I met an adult who wasn't married, I was just, like, really confused, actually. But you kind of have this, like, it's kind of like just this small ball, like, when you're younger. And you have this, like, small idea of how every family and everyone's supposed to be. Or you don't think they necessarily have to be like that, but you just kind of think that's how it is. And then as the older and older you get, you realize it's much more vast, different types of families and people and backgrounds and how people do stuff. It's just much different. The older you get, you realize that. And I still have some friends who sometimes question certain people's families or how people are doing that. Not necessarily in a bad way, just because they haven't known or they haven't really seen much other than that. Or they've come from more sheltered families, so it's all they've really known. It's kind of like one background. Not saying being sheltered is bad or good or something, that just some kids are raised a little more like that, and that's completely fine. And it's not like they're from over barricaded, you're not allowed to do anything, families, no. But I do have quite a few friends like that. Then I have my other friends who have completely, not bad parents, more very relaxed family situations, or they just come from rougher backgrounds, know more certain things for their age, and they probably should sometimes. Then you kind of have the friend group, eventually it all kind of mixes together and everything, and you realize as they get older, I mean, they're just, the world is a very big place, but also a very small place at the same time. As you meet some people, I mean, I still meet people that like know someone I know, which is just insane, or it's just like, this world is so big yet so small at the same time. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to lately. What else? Is there anything else major or something worth mentioning? I guess it's really just been, I had that really bad sickness which took me out, and then I got a new job, which that's gonna be, I'm gonna be working like 30 to 40 hours a week now. I have been exercising a lot. I know I don't really do the workout videos much anymore, but I still do exercise, believe it or not. If anything, I actually lift more weights now than I did like when I was 14, 15-ish. You know, obviously I'm stronger now because I'm older, but that was kind of when the bodybuilding stuff was big on the channels when I was like 14, 15. Excuse me. Believe it or not, I actually gained 32 pounds last year in 2021. Not saying it's all from muscle, but I think a good amount from it is because I upped the weightlifting. I started the year at like 130, 131, and ended at like 162 to like 164. I kind of fluctuated between that, which was a lot for me because I've been 130 since I've been in 8th grade. So my weight has like stayed the same. Or it was like 125 in 8th grade, but it's kind of very slowly going up in 2021. I was eating more food too, and I was lifting weights more, and I put on like 32 pounds. Which I'm not like fat or thing, or it's not like chunkiness or something, you can obviously see that. Or maybe you can. But I've still been exercising quite a bit, actually, believe it or not, as much as I don't really show it on the channel anymore. Ugh. But yeah, that's kind of just what I've been up to lately. I'm feeling much better now. I'm tired right now, so you can probably tell I'm not talking almost energetically. It's like 1:45 a.m. and I woke up somewhat early yesterday and worked, and I haven't had a job in 2 months, so I'm just getting back into working. So it's a lot out of me. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you all very, very much for watching. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe. It'll help me out a lot. Drop a like button on this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.